On this trip you will see Johannesburg, and not the way it is usually shown. Now there will be very interesting content. 3 white men in a white wheelbarrow are going to the blackest area. See, the fence is energized.
That's when he knocks on you with a gun, his hand just trembles like that.
Don't switch off, watch to the end. Heads and tails are simple. I'm already scared.
Damn, Sasha, how is it without you?
We'll go home. Guys, hello to everyone. We are going on another fascinating journey to Africa. We are flying to Johannesburg together with. This is the 28th country that I managed to enroll in this year, and I will try to shoot all the most interesting things for you. We are currently in Johannesburg. This is one of the most dangerous cities in Africa. That's why I'm taking my documents, wallet, money now. I also removed the chain to put it all in the safe. I now want to go to the city center, where it was previously forbidden for African Americans to live, and now they are allowed to live there and, accordingly, they have ousted absolutely all whites, seized the building. I am sure it will be interesting and I hope that everything will be fine in terms of security and we will return home. From our window, you can see just the very center of Johannesburg, where the blacks seized all the high-rise buildings. Nastia, are you coming? You're white, you're going to black.
Hello, you know that there has been a genocide of the white population here for many, many years. Do you know?
Well, it used to be the opposite. There was apartheid. That is, it was forbidden to be in the center of the city in black. After 6 in the evening the bell rang and all blacks must leave. Everyone did not leave, they received prison. That is, after the 91st year, when apartheid was abolished, respectively, blacks came to the city center, began to violently rape, kill whites, expel them. Therefore, many left. And the blacks took over these prestigious areas, skyscrapers. Now they live there without electricity, without light. They throw garbage into the elevator shafts, enter the toilet there. That is, there are terrible avanisms. It seemed that my familiar subscribers lived in Johannesburg. Andrew, hi. That's great. We are most afraid for safety here. Are you driving a cool car and not afraid that you will break a window or something? Well, it's dangerous. Yes, we're used to it already. See, the fence is energized. That's how most people live here. A normal car number? Fuck you.
I don't recommend it. I'm very worried. What?
I don't recommend it.
I do not recommend going to Alexandra almost in trouble. Well, because it's scary.
We decided to take a chance. I asked my Instagram followers if it was worth taking down such content. The majority voted, of course, it's worth it. Therefore, we decided that for the sake of content we should go.
I'm definitely not going. I immediately said that I have enough adrenaline in my life. Listen, we have so many friends who have left the country over the past few years just because they are just tired of being afraid. You know, when mothers are already at a birthday party, when balloons explode, yes, and mothers just fall to the floor, but this is not at all.
Seriously?
Yes, but just from the fact that the balloons exploded.
Tell me in general how to live in Johannesburg. Here's to you as a mother of 4 children, that is.
From a mother of 4 children, I feel very good here, but again in our neighborhood.
And what is it called?
And here.
What's with education here? That's how to send a child to school. Is there a good school? Yes. Are there only black people there?
Black, white Indians.
Is the link worth it?
Well, much cheaper than in Moscow.
Well, approximately.
$550.
This.
In dollars.
A month, right?
Per month.
Where are we?
That's it, I want to scare you. Beautiful neighborhood, safe.
Dear?
Dear.
What is the apartment worth here?
Houses go from 10 million francs.
In dollars, please.
A little less than $1 million.
Oh, wow.
That is, how?
It's Jafrica. What are you?
The cafe is very like that. Very expensive, delicious, beautiful. People are sitting, not straining. But 2 times in the last 2 years a mini base stopped near this cafe and 4 black men with Kalashnikov assault rifles came out and were filmed. Watch the video. No, they naturally knew which table to approach. That is, they are mechanically. It all literally takes seconds.
This cafe, these people are all sitting without a watch, mind you.
Do you know what the problem is? The fact is that all those who attack, they are not professional.
Just an ordinary scamp. This.
The killer, yes they just go for it because of.
And there's nothing to eat.
Privacy, yes, the economic situation. And when he knocks you with a gun, his hand just shakes like that. Some of his flowers. What are the chances that he accidentally, when he's on edge, will shoot?
Here, guys, instead of a black neighborhood, look at red flowers. Well, in principle, the store is the same as in Moscow. Here are the prices. Multiply 6 eggs by 5. 130 rubles, right? But you see, in general, 47 organics. That is, 5 by 5 250 rubles 6 eggs. Steak, 85, 5 for here. Oh, 400 rubles, but it's generally cheap. Meat is cheaper here, by the way, than in Russia. Yes, chicken, let's see. 500 rubles is such a chicken.
The most interesting thing is that the service here is very good.
He already knows you, right? Does he come every day?
He even knows the car.
Oh, does he know where your car is? Cool. Well, it's not like Africa at all. True, there are a lot of dark-skinned people, but there are also Europeans. Guys, you're showing us Africa the wrong way. Come on, we have to go to the blacks.
I'm very worried. Well, you pity me, I'm going to be gray-haired. What happens if, God forbid, something happens to you?
Well, you have a return ticket.
Damn, Sasha, how am I without you?
Yes, it's fine, don't worry, everything will be fine. Andre said that he has a friend who has connections with local bandits who can arrange security for us. Now there will be very interesting content. 3 white men in a white wheelbarrow are going to the blackest area. Have you traveled to these areas?
Of course.
Well, just like that by car, on the Merce? Yes. And what, you haven't been thrown out once?
Absolutely. Maybe today will be the first time.
The first evening we went and just drove around the city center, drove as close as possible to this building. The signal disappears, it looks like the tower is there, which interrupts the signal. We are looking for you how to get closer. She interrupts.
After all, it really was such a scary part of the city, yes. Now it's been cleaned, marifetally, opened cafes and you know that. Well, it's not enough here, you idiot, you can sit on the street like this, right?
Fact. I think it's better not to drive here with the windows open. In general, we are going to the favelas, or as they call it, the slums where the 9th district was filmed. And please note that it's dark and everyone seems to say that it's not worth going there in the dark at all.
Heads and tails were removed, she was afraid to jump from there.
Yeah.
Not Regina, but the second one. 4.
These are the ones, Bashnik. Then, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, where's the homeless guy? Where is the ghetto? They live here normally. Ant in Gucci shoes went. The next day, we still decided to finish this content, namely to walk by ourselves. Today will be another wonderful day in this gangster city and Johannesburg. I wanted to just relax for 3 days, like to lie around, but as a result I have already turned on the camera and am shooting. Very nice hotel. Secondly, I'm going to show you one of the best breakfasts I've ever eaten. Third, Nastia, by the way, interrupts me all the time and does not allow me to communicate with you normally. Here she comes. In general, I show you, there are dinners here. Out. Millis, filet mignon medium lead. Usually they take 2 dishes here. Well, that is, the starter and something for the second. But I'm taking 3 to show you. Especially delicious here. These are oatmeal porridge, fried bananas, pineapple and coconut shavings. And Nastia, of course.
Don't eat.
Here, this is very tasty. And honey, look what it is. Champagne is offered in the morning. It's scrambled eggs. There's bacon and mushrooms with spinach. These are filet mignon and such sandwiches with caviar. The staff here is very cool. Well, straight people can see that they sincerely greet you there. Not like Americans, right? Who are just overtrained and ask you how you're doing. And here you can really see that a person. He is interested in how you are, how your day went, what you did. By the way, when we were going through customs, the customs officer asked Nastia, "Why did you come here, to Africa?" He says, "I'm a tourist." He says, "Sorry, but we decided not to let tourists in anymore. Yesterday was the last, you can't come to us anymore." And with such a serious look, Nastia almost cried there. And I laughed because it was a funny joke. That's all with humor. It's springtime in Africa. The first day of spring, practically. Accordingly, they had no rains all winter. The last time it rained was in May. And now it's going to start raining, respectively, malaria will appear. I didn't get any vaccinations. Vaccinations are such a controversial thing, especially those who do yellow fever or malaria there. It is better to get infected with malaria and immediately start treating it than to take pills or get vaccinated and treat it later. If you take pills, then the symptoms go unnoticed and, accordingly, you do not pay attention to it, do not go to the doctors and then you may have very severe complications. Well, shall we try again today? Well, we're going to district number 9, where we filmed, right? What is this place called? Suet. It was dark yesterday, and we didn't shoot much. We'll do it again today. I hope we'll be alive. I took the backpack already Boulder. Tomorrow, maybe, I'll put the chains on. Tara's brought me to meet his Nigerian friend in some cafe. I'm already scared. KHYB. All Africans have European names, so our friend Victor. Is Johannesburg a safe city or not? Our TV came and showed it to Johannesburg, that here, when they see a white man, they consider him an ATM. And the harder you hit it, the more money will fall out of it. Is it true? Guys, Victor, in addition to being a security guard, they are actually still in clubs selling all kinds of prohibited substances. Of course, it's not worth talking about, but so that you understand, right? Because one of these most profitable businesses is here. This is a school.
Well, it's just finished classes, the bus.
We're going for JJ. Now, I hope we have the wrong place. You won't do it for the sake of content.
There's me. Me. This is a normal start.
We drive right up to this building practically.
Did you leave something in the back seat?
Yes.
These are all the houses that have completely captured the whole building. They don't pay for any utilities.
That we are going to dispel the myths that heads and tails have created around Hamburg. But it looks like it's really captured, right?
It's scary.
They even have security. At the same time, biometric, that is, you can only enter by fingerprint. Here's a look at how the passage is carried out. That is, the elevators are working. To get there, you need only a fingerprint. If you don't live, you'll never get here. There are shops, reception. And where are the elevator shafts that they go to the toilet and dump garbage?
And if?
Well, guys, we're inside the building. I mean, it's very clean here. Look, there is no garbage at all. Here we can look out of the windows. Well, in general, there are utilities in this building. There is light, gas, electricity, that is, absolutely all communications, no garbage, everything is very clean. There is an internet cafe, yes, a gym. Look, here's a cafe, white chairs. Heads and Tails just decided to take a little swipe at what was here when she was many years ago. Once I agreed, and we were allowed to ride the elevator. Look, there are cameras here. Therefore, everyone knows that we are. That dad's in the building. That's marijuana smog. Look, everything is clean there.
I noticed that all the windows are littered, that is, just like that.
Yeah, even if you want to, how do you throw it away? No, well, someone managed it anyway. There you see some old remnants there.
There is something, but I have such conversations that there is a whole completely credit.
Well, we have dispelled the first myth. There is electricity here, a monopowder works here. Elevator shafts are not littered with garbage. We go up the fire escape and even here, I want to say that not all houses in Moscow are so clean and tidy. And as for the really captured buildings, that is, in which people live illegally, they are here and. That is, this side is all legally living here. But on the other hand, where we are going now, where we actually parked, there are people living illegally. And they have no light, no communication, sewerage, everything is turned off. But they still continue to live, because they did not have the same benefits in the village. Therefore, they feel quite comfortable. These black ones are very loud.
Now there will be such a street, like Get a Style.
And JJ asked us to shoot so that it would be unnoticeable.
Yes, but then he offers to take a ride somewhere. They sit on the street and sell drugs.
It will be very interesting. Don't switch off, watch to the end.
How many people live here?
In general, the guys quickly boiled over and said get out, get out, get out.
I understand that really all homeless people can come to us, just lay down with their mattress and just on the bedroom floor.
The company here is Hope Garden. She is now buying up all the houses that are in this area, repairing them, evicting illegal immigrants from there and renting them to ordinary people. Slowly, after all, the law is being adjusted here, and the city is being restored. She looks so hard at first, and then she sees that we are going with two guys that everyone here knows about. And immediately such. With regret with such. So we would have been shaved here a long time ago. That is, as they usually do, they come together, one wrings his hand behind his neck like that, and the second is constantly out of his pocket.
The DJ says this place is called Sands. That is, I don't know how to translate it. Sands is the sun, I don't know, sunny. But in general, the fact that you can buy any drugs that exist here, yes. That is, I understand that at any time of the day or night you can come here and stock up.
So that you understand, it stinks of human shit and something rotten, sour. In general, everyone burned the camera. Absolutely everything. Terras, would you walk here for 11?
No way. Just now, JG explains, says that it is simply impossible for you to survive here by yourself. And he says it doesn't matter if you have a gun or a submachine gun there. Everything is, yes, simple. There are a lot of them here, but
when we went with these guards, absolutely everyone greeted them. That is, everyone knew them there. But I could see from the faces of the guard, because they were constantly entering like this, saying don't fall behind in any case, don't go from the side where the cars are driving, because you can just get knocked down. I do not know if anything was transmitted to the camera. I tried to hide it. But this, I've never been to such places before in my life.
I have been in Africa for 15 years, this is my first time here myself. He says that all the people you see here on the street right now, most of them, they all say this, all immigrants. Mostly women, castles from hunger. That is, all the poor African countries who came to Manure mainly to work or just to live. That is, now we are going to the part of the city where JJ's brothers from Nigeria live. That is, they have their own territory there, and as he says, he feels safer there than in any other area of this city. This is a store, where the food is. Anya.
Guys, just so you understand, it's not that simple here. Look here. Even the rats will die.
Now we will come, there are serious guys sitting there.
Don't take it off, right?
He says they may not react well to the camera somehow. Therefore, we do not turn it off and it is better to hide it.
To be honest, it turned out to be quite such an extreme material. Filming from the point of view of the criminality of this area. That is, there are people sleeping on boxes, digging in some scraps. That is, it is unclear whether they are drug addicts, whether they are homeless, or someone else. I want to tell you that the amount of adrenaline in the blood right now is just incredible. It's like I'm going to jump from a great height. The area is called Hybro.
Well, how much we go, but here, I have never met a white man, did you see?
No.
The radii are probably 2 or 3 kilometers from me for the only thing I did.
We already have 3 guards because it's dangerous here. An equally serious uncle joined us.
A local brothel.
FR.
So he says that's where the entrance is, right? And all this building is littered with prostitutes.
Let's go out. The camera. But, is it for Africa?
Africa.
American Mopani worms. You can eat and buy and eat.
People sell food here, right? But behind the counter they have goods heavier than bananas.
So you can buy drugs, this?
He said absolutely everything.
They took me through the streets where they sell drugs. Again, the Nigerians are doing this. I interviewed one of them. The only thing I was asked not to ask him a question about the drug, namely, I just asked a few simple questions, well, to convey the atmosphere to you.
On the street situation.
In principle, they say that the police are not doing anything here at all. She shares with many, yes, there are even cases when police officers give up their bulletproof vests, give up their cars so that bandits with weapons just stop you on the highway, take your cars away, money just throws everything into your cars. There are also a lot of such cases. I have all sorts of slurs all the time, and what did you understand? For the sake of content, you always have to take risks and go to such crazy things. In no case do not repeat it after me. We have visited the toughest areas of Highbrow. What else were they called?
Baria.
Baria her. That is, these are 3 districts in which, if someone accidentally calls you, it is better not to go. But I want to tell you guys, when we were walking there, the feeling was very scary. I mean, it's just adrenaline, our heart was pounding, right? Maybe these looks are just plain on her. You know how not some kind of predators that keep them on a chain. Only that there are 3 people with you, 3 guards coming. Everyone there is in a panic. Write in the comments, guys, in general, how do you like such videos? Is it worth risking so much in order to remove such content? Because, well, to be honest, it's not very good to take it off. Because when I took out the camera, they started there. Well, and I have a little dormouse in my cell. Sony's camera is like this and I'm holding it in my hand, that is, it's almost invisible. Anyway, they are so clever, so susceptible to it, yes. That is, they are immediately, camera, and they started transmitting further. That is, we are going, everyone already knows that we are going with the camera at all. And we, guys, all get out of here. The area ahead is called Sweta. That's where they shot the movie The 9th District, something like that. And about 3 million people live here, but how do they live? They survive. You can say,